Yo, what's poppin' everybody? Cerebral54. Got another Umbreon GX with Weavile match here. Pretty nice deck. Been enjoying it, like I've said. I'm gonna post. I have more games to post. I'm still playing with this deck, but I think after this one, we probably should post another deck. I don't want to piss people off that want to see variety, even though I probably am. So we're gonna use a different deck. But for now, it's gonna be Weavile again with Umbreon GX. And I'm going to be opening up with Sneasel. Man, we got 3 DCs in hand though, and of course Weavile and Sneasel, they can use DC too, but of course you want to save those for Umbreon GX, take advantage of that 2 energy attack combo with DC. Man, I really hope someday they get rid of DC again for a while. I want to experience a format without it. But a lot of these decks, like the EV decks, let's say, they appreciate it, of course. They would have been useless without it. So my opponent going to be opening up with Deoxys here. Good little Celestial Storm, Psychic, basic Pokemon. And I'm thinking he's running, of course, Malamar, and, he is, which is another one of the meta decks that Weavile has a great advantage against. Weavile has an advantage against all of these Pokemon with abilities, and Umbreon GX can get one-hit knockouts against the Donawing's Necrozma GX. It does exactly 180 thanks to weakness. So that's pretty good. And we have a resistance to their psychic attacks too. So it's another deck you kind of have a good matchup against. You have a lot of advantages over it. Alright, but this deck is very, very fast once it gets going. If they do shit right, they have the right deck list, they utilize Lily turn 1, which my opponent is doing here. He has a very explosive turn 1, exactly what you want to have. It's got 2 of the little encase down. I was going to say eels. He opened up with Deoxys is a good Pokemon to open with. No cards in hand, uses Lily, draws 8 cards, and plays the 3rd NK down. Psychic energy attached to the Deoxys. Still going with Acrobike. And he's playing some interesting Pokemon. I saw a Chimecho there being discarded through the Acrobike. And he's even running the Mershadow. I guess that's not so strange. And anyways, we're going to use Nest Ball, get our Eevee there. And unfortunately, what are we going to do here? I can attach a DC on Weavile and just discard the energy, get the plus from Sneasel's attack since I'm going second. I don't know though, man. We're going to waste our DC, and this deck, it really doesn't care about discarding energies since it's Malamar. But it seems I'm going to be greedy, go with the Sneaky Smash anyway. Just get the plus, the energy removal since I can. But it probably wasn't a great idea. This Sneasel, I mean, he has the Dawn Wings, so he's evolving into the Malamar, so he can just attach 3 energies easily and finish me off, and I'll lose the DC and the Sneasel. So that was definitely a misplay. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I gave him 1 less energy in a way, but it was a misplay. If I could go back, I wasn't going to make that move. I should have attached that to Umbreon or Eevee. We're going to evolve into Umbreon anyway, and then if I get a Darkness Energy, I could have started attacking. Since he is favoring Dawnwings, it would have been an easy one-hit knockout retaliation here. So that was pretty bad. It was a major misplay on my part. Now, we're still not out of the game yet. It's a long way to go. But it does suck that I gave him such a huge advantage easily. Losing the DC, losing the Sneasel like that. I mean, the Sneasel was going to get KO'd anyway. So we're going to evolve into our Umbreon here. Nothing much I can do. We don't have supporters. We don't really have anything. Attach a Darkness Energy, and let's evolve through the deck, of course, since I can do that. I didn't use the Umbreon in hand. Why not do that? Let's just thin our deck, get a card from our deck in a way. And, I mean, it really sucks. I'm going to have to give him another easy KO on the Sneasel there. But, it is what it is. Next turn, I have the DC. He probably doesn't know that. Or he shouldn't know that, of course. And we're going to be at even prizes if he leaves the Dawnwings there, but it kind of sucks. It could have been a better start. I could have saved it, had a faster KO in a way. I'm going to give him one more easy prize like this. Oh well. So what is he going to do? You know, the thing with this deck is you kind of have to be careful with your bench. He already filled it up. He's got the 3 Malamars. Okay, that's good. He has the Deoxys and the Dawnwings as attackers there. He can switch between them. And the Lele is kind of useless, but you know, it is what it is. He did everything right. Okay, so we top deck the Cynthia. Exactly what I want to see. Let me get rid of your escape board because I know that's valuable for you. Don't want to help you out with retreating since I know I'm going to kill this Dawnwings. And start getting shit. It kind of sucks. I wasted 2 Sneasels here. We should have 2 more, but now I'm going to have to start collecting them again. Okay, so Shadow Bullet, an easy KO on my opponent's Necrozma GX here. And the question is, who are we going to target down? That's a good question. I go with a Deoxys there. Now, it's kind of interesting. If I went with one of the Malamars, when Weavile attacks, I get a sort of a quicker knockout on that Pokemon. But I'm thinking he's going to favor Deoxys. He doesn't have much of a choice, and I want to soften that up so I can kill it quickly with Umbreon. So, you know, I think that was the better play. Okay, and we have our own Deoxys sort of counter here. This can also be useful against this deck since it has a weakness to Psychic. Most of the Pokemon are weak to Psychic. Dawnwings, of course, is weak to Darkness. But this Necrozma GX that he's now searching, it's weak to Psychic. Now, this Pokemon discards these energies after an attack, so Deoxys won't be so good. But, you know, if he uses the Marshadow for some reason, he can use that, I guess, to counter Umbreon or another Psychic Pokemon. I guess it's not completely useless. Oh well. Now, it is going to be kind of tricky for Necrozma. It does need a 4th energy if it's going to kill Umbreon. Unfortunately, he does have the 3 Malamars here. He can't just make a manual attachment. So it's going to work out. But he instead actually favors Deoxys there, which is kind of weird. I guess he can use that guy and soften me up and then force me to get kind of 7 prizes. But he's going to use Guzma instead, and he wants to KO the Deoxys there. Kind of weird. It's definitely kind of weird. I'm going to be able to kill your dude there, and you know, you also spent your Guzma. I would imagine those are valuable. You don't have very many good ways to switch without Dawnwings and the Stadium or escape boards. So I'm not sure why he did that. I guess digging for prizes perhaps, trying to get easy prizes, and then he's thinking he's going to target down the Sneasels when they eventually come out. I don't know. He doesn't even know. He shouldn't even know how many I run. You know, for all he knows, I just run a 2-2 line. But anyways, we're going to use our Nest Ball here, and I need to start getting the Sneasels. I do have another one. I gotta use this Pokemon if I'm going to win. Otherwise, it's just going to outpace me. So Darkness Energy on the Sneasel, and let's use the Acrobike since we have it. I have the option to discard the Choice Band or the DC, and we're going to get the Choice Band here. I don't need any more DCs. I know I'm going to use Sneasel. So let's attach the Poison Barb in this case. Poison you when you attack, and then the Choice Band on the Weavile next turn. Between the Choice Band, the Devoured Field that I played down, and you know, these 2 add-ons, you know, Weavile is going to do a lot of damage even on the active. All of his Pokemon have abilities basically besides the Deoxys that just got knocked out. Okay, we get an Umbreon GX from the prizes, which is not good. It's either that or a switch. I don't know what I got from the prizes. But yeah, I get my knockout. We're even prizes here. It's his turn to retaliate though. It shouldn't be impossible for him to get a knockout, a one-hit knockout on Umbreon GX. He does have the resources. He just needs a way to switch. He plays down the Mimikyu there. And it seems he's still going to favor that Pokemon I guess he's gonna use that and use my attack that just does 90 and spread. It's not gonna be good though. He really shouldn't have done that. I have the switch in hand. He doesn't know I'm gonna be able to actually switch, do heavy spread damage without even sacrificing energies. So even when he does kill the Weavile, it's not gonna survive probably for more than one turn. Whatever he promotes, like, it's gonna be able to get knocked out. So I'm in a good position, even though we made that huge misplay in the beginning. Not out of the woods yet. You can potentially still win the game, but you know, using Mimikyu there, that really didn't do shit. Okay, so Weavile, it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna switch here. Do our spread damage while we can, because I know that that's what I need to do right now. Just put the pressure, outpace him. Basically put enough damage that no matter what he does, I can kill him before he kills me. That's one way of putting it. Alright, and you know, even if he copies my attack too, you know, he can't really do anything Rule of Evil. It doesn't affect my field. So he is going to attach energies on the Necrozma, realizing, you know, I have to get knockouts. I got to kill these guys. I can't let the Weavile over there doing spread damage. Because basically, one more Rule of Evil, and I just win. Just knocking out the Malamars over there. They're basically easy knockouts. They can't survive more than one more time. And it's a wrap. So he has to win, and wow, it's just basically this turn, and I don't think he can do it, because then even if he knocks out the Weavile, I'm going to be able to finish him off with Umbreon GX. I think, yeah, he is going to have enough damage on the Necrozma to be finished off. But instead he's going to use Guzma, try and get KO the Umbreon. Okay, you managed to do that. He came close, a good job, thanks to my misplay. But now Weavile is just going to finish everybody else over there. Very, very mass damage. It's pretty freaking busted. Let's attach the choice band to get an extra knockout. So, wow, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 knockouts here. Lots and lots of damage. And we basically win more than enough knockouts here. So GG, you guys can see the power of Weavile against these decks that just play Pokemon with abilities without really thinking too much. And GG, like I've said, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. We finished the Darkness Challenge just like that. Amazing. Weavile is pretty busted. But anyways, guys, Sebro24, what up?